Jess picked the wrong day to be off because it's time to party again. Hello again and welcome to our live show, Little Friday. I'm Bill Bevins.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Greg McQuaid, our first guest. Definitely a fan favorite, and his recipes are so tasty and easy to make at home. You can do it tonight. This morning, he is making the fresh catch of the day, a sizzling Baja Tilapia creation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little cooking and cocktails with Big Herm. What's going on, Big Herm? Good morning to you, my man.
Good morning.
Yeah, you know what that means, Bill.
Oh,
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Bill, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, anytime. Normally, they won't let me play with you guys.
That's what I heard.
We might burn the fingers, but it's time. We have a couple of glasses, empty glasses that need to be filled.
Oh, wait a minute.
Which camera right here?
Are you going to shoot the mic over there or just shoot at the
This one
camera?
right here or this one? Which one do we want? This one right over
Go
here?
for the one that's
Let's
on
do
there,
number
yeah.
3.
All right, here we go.
Mike, could you catch?
Here it comes. Oh, that was close.
Oh, he's in the landed in the weather center. Mike,
Away.
taking the day off.
My eye.
Sorry about that. Why don't you pour, buddy? Hey, Big Herm, it's great to see you, my man.
Thank you for having me back.
We are
as
making
always.
a little sizzling Baja Tilapia.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Pretty simple recipe. Once again, on the show, we have the privilege a lot of times of being able to cook it at the real time. 10 minutes tops, you're done.
Really?
10 minutes tops.
In this day and age, thank you, my man, Bill, Mr. Crown himself, and in this day and age, Big Herm,
Boom.
time is of the essence.
I'll drink to that.
I will too.
You'll drink to anything.
That's true.
All right.
All right, let's get to work.
We have a little bit of dry rub here. A little bit of red pepper, salt, pepper, garlic. Just a little bit of sugar as well.
And there isn't a lot in there.
There's not a lot. So
Yes.
all we're gonna do is coat it a little bit. This is our tilapia here.
What kind of fish is tilapia? Is it a light, flaky?
Light, flaky, I guess a white fish. Most times it's fairly thin. And all we're gonna do is coat it fairly decently here. We talked about it last week, like a piece of a burger or fish. If you look at it,
Yeah.
this is the flat side, this is the upside.
Let's see this right here. Yeah.
So this is the upside, the rounded side. This is more of a flat side. Whenever you start cooking, you always want to put the rounded side down first. That's going to be your presentation side. If that makes any sense.
Presentation side down first.
Always.
Rules of life. Rounded
Yes.
side down.
Down, exactly.
Okay.
And then if you ever notice if you're cooking a burger, which we're not doing today, but if you're cooking a burger, same thing. The burger always has a tendency to bubble up just a little bit. That bubble up side will be the side that you ideally want to serve first or serve up as far as presentation.
Okay.
Big Herm, with such a thin piece of fish right here, I'm sure this is not going to be in the pan that long.
Not long at all.
And some of it's much thinner than the other.
Correct.
So
it
you
is-
really got to watch it, don't you?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So that's that. 2 or 3 minutes there. What we're gonna do is let this cook 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna turn it over. We're gonna take that off, and then from there we're gonna make a sauce to kind of go on it.
Does this go in the one flip rule?
Ideally, yes. One
Okay.
flip rule.
Okay.
Same thing with steaks and burgers. Typically,
You know what, Bill?
we
That
go-
was good.
Hey, I got a roll.
You did.
Hey,
You
got
got
one
one
right.
right.
Damn, I got one
You might
right.
be a keeper.
Okay.
Don't throw him back.
Now, we're not done yet.
Still got a little
Call it
while
a day,
to
Bill.
go.
Call it a
Okay.
day.
All right.
All right, so that dry rub, is that breadcrumbs? Is it little spices? What do
No
you like to put in
breadcrumbs.
there?
We had a little
Got it
bit
wrong.
of cumin,
No
red
breadcrumbs.
pepper,
Red
salt, pepper,
salt,
garlic.
pepper, garlic. Yeah.
That's pretty much was it. As far as
Take
green
your
later
drink away,
garlic.
you get another one wrong.
Just keeping you on your toes, Bill.
Okay. All right, so
And
now.
as you see, look at it too.
Yeah.
Here's getting really white, like you said, around the
the
thinner edges.
Part, yeah.
The other part is still there. We're cooking on a new stove here, but it's going well.
It smells delicious, man. All right, there's the one flip.
That's the one flip.
When do you know? I mean, obviously you're a trained professional, but is this something that you can just eye it and know that it's going to be cooked on the inside?
You can. Sometimes people actually, to touch it a little bit as far as mainly with meat and steaks, you want to touch it. Here, you can kind of eyeball it a little bit. Pretty much the time frame, with fish, typically 2 to 3 minutes is pretty standard. You also can have a thermometer at home if you wanted one.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that it was cooked thoroughly. So that's it. We have some rice back here
I was
that we're
going to
going to
say,
plate it later.
fish isn't the only thing on the plate this time around.
Not today. So this is some garlic rice, basically white rice. We did some, once again, I love garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of parsley inside of that. Once again, 2 or 3 minutes here. This is our finished product over here. What we will do for time's sake purposes, we got a couple minutes, right?
Yeah,
we got
take your time, man.
So,
All right.
the Big Herm,
wait
I've
a
got
minute. Time check.
I'm sorry, I need a refill.
Well, inspiration.
many
Please.
times with the dishes that you have, Big Herm, you have things marinating, maybe overnight or a couple of hours prior to. With this tilapia, You get it fresh. You can get it at a local grocery. You're coming home. Is this something you're taking out of the refrigerator? You're putting some dry rub, and then you're putting it into the saute pan?
Yes, you can do that, and a lot of times too, we've bought frozen tilapia. A lot of times they're individually frozen, which makes it easy at home. Versus
Do you bring it up to room temperature though before you put it in the pan?
Yes, you do. Well,
Okay.
no, well, you don't have to. No. To answer your question, typically you buy it when it's frozen. You throw it under some cold water, or you can throw it under refrigeration at home in your refrigerator. And always in the Carovac packs, you want to take it out of the pack, rinse it thoroughly. Then at that point, it would be somewhat room temperature prior to putting it in the pan.
Now this guy, I noticed the last time around the edges, we could tell it was getting done on the thin side.
Yes.
It looks like it's heading that way again.
Heading that way again, and then this side here is a little thicker, but it's almost there as well.
This one looks like the state of Michigan. Looks like the little mitten.
Are you from Michigan?
It was just there.
Okay,
but
cool.
It just looks like
All
it.
right,
Yeah,
sounds
it
great.
does. Or it looks like a fish.
All right, he's
It used to be a fish. Oh, it is a fish.
he's cut off. He's cut off.
Greg, can I bother you for some?
What do you
for
need?
For some
more
crown?
He's
if you
like
don't
more
mind.
crown. Yes,
please.
With these two knuckleheads. Yeah, I need more crown.
So is Jess on? Where's Jess?
This one looks like the
she's in-
surface of Mars.
She's in Michigan.
Oh, she's in Michigan. Hey, that's why you bought it. Can I get some in the glass?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if you
Yeah,
wanted
in the
to add it
glass,
to
not in the bottle.
There you go.
I didn't know it was going to be.
I like that pour.
Could have thought it was going to go on the rice.
That was a good strong
knows?
pour. All right, so over here, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull this off. Like
Oh, that's
so.
not the Michigan one.
That's not the Michigan. Here comes Michigan.
Looks like
the
Rhode
Michigan
Island.
fish.
Put that
So
there
not
for a
on
second.
not on top of the rice just
Oh,
yet.
not just yet. No, sir.
Because?
Because we have some other stuff to do.
Oh, okay.
Some fresh parsley.
That's not just parsley. What else? is in
Parsley,
there?
we garlic cloves, red pepper again.
So we've doubled the garlic and doubled the red pepper.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw in a little bit of wine.
Why not?
Sizzle.
That was
Sizzle
one.
whatever you
my
said
drizzle.
last time.
That was
Little black olives.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
This almost has a little Mediterranean flavor.
It does. Black beans.
You drain the black beans before you put them in?
Yes, sir. And some tomatoes.
Little cherry tomatoes.
Yep.
Yep. So, and this went in a very hot pan.
It did, and it
with
wasn't
the oil from the fish.
right. And this wasn't very, very cold, but this one's going to be using a different. It's starting to bubble up a little bit now. And then we'll cook this 2 or 3 minutes, and this will make our nice sauce.
Okay.
And then at that point, we would use that to cover on top of our fish.
As this sitting, do you like to wrap this up or just have that sitting out?
Yeah, you can wrap it up with some foil.
Because you wouldn't want this to dry out, right?
Correct. You just put a little foil on it, and that'll also help it keep its heat as well as continue cooking a little bit if you needed to.
So I mean, really, with a little bit of prep work, you got the dicing of the tomatoes, olives,
The dry
the
rub.
beans, the dry rub. You're looking, as you said, really not that long.
Not that long, and once again, I guess as far as family and life gets so busy, this is almost a prep step you could do the day before if you wanted to, and have them in containers. So when you got home, you could just put it all together and make it all happen.
How about the foundation? The
Foundation,
rice?
just rice. You can do some pasta if you wanted to. I like fish with rice a lot of the time. So once again, here I could have just put it on top of the rice, like Bill said. He didn't say that. This is Michigan.
Yeah, that's Michigan.
All right, that's Michigan. Yeah. And this is something else.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
It's too big for Rhode Island.
So here, and then after that, this is our topping for our fish, and then we made a little chipotle sauce, which
Now
is
you're
made out
talking.
of chipotle, fresh chipotle, and then some sour cream. Once again, a little bit of cayenne.
We're at the 2-minute warning now.
2-minute warning.
Big Herm, what is the secret? You've been doing this for years. What's the secret? A lot of people don't like to maybe put their toe in the water about cooking fish. They like to stick with the burgers and
You take the fish out of the
yeah,
water.
you take the fish out of the water.
First.
Yes.
Yeah, Bill's
Isn't he?
he gets a ring for that.
Right here, come on, man. Trying to get it in.
Bill, you just like riding the bike, man.
How
Like you've been doing this for a little while.
Well, you know.
Drinking or
if I knew
TV,
if I
I
get
don't
a
know.
drink, I'll do it.
It's at the 2-minute warning. We still have 58 minutes to go.
All right.
So this really has just warmed this up. Is basically what you've done with this sauce.
Here, obviously, I wanted it a little hotter, and once again, we're still trying to learn the new temperature here.
Yeah.
When I put it in, like you said, it should have been probably more bubbling and more steaming. It is on high as it can go. But yeah, after 3 minutes, the
looks
black olives
fantastic,
would break down a little bit, as well as the tomatoes.
It's
and
really starting to look pretty, though.
yeah, it is. It's a good product. So here, it's here. And then normally what we would do here is, I know we don't have a lot of time, so.
That's okay.
We have a minute.
Clean them up, baby.
Big Herm, I know sometimes people buy the frozen tilapia, but if you are at the grocer and you're at the seafood counter, what should you look for in a piece of fish?
Definitely very, very bright in color. You want to look at it. It sounds weird. You maybe want to smell it a little bit. With fish and chicken, I mean, the nose is one of the biggest things as far as making sure it's fresh. It shouldn't have a fishy, really, it's fish, but it shouldn't have a fishy odor.
There goes the chipotle sauce. Oh, Greg loves
There you
that.
go.
This is not crazy spicy either.
You can always kick it up a notch, though.
Always.
Well, you know what? One of those black olives jumped off of that plate into my hand, and I
right.
just took a taste of it, and it had a little bit of a kick to it, just without the chipotle sauce.
So yeah, so that's it. We got a spoon over there. We had some forks, but I think somebody hit them from it.
Spoon. Bill, why don't you try that?
Oh,
How about this?
Yeah.
All right, as always, you can find this recipe on our show website by early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VTM.
That's a big spoon.
Bon appetit. Big spoon for Big
big
Herm.
pan.
Yes.
Now, FYI, next Thursday I will not be here. We had a schedule conflict, so
Okay.
I'll be here next Friday.
Next Friday.
And I'm gonna try to bring it next Friday.
It's gonna
so
be
make sure
Big
you
Friday
tune in. Big
with
Friday.
Big Herm.
Yes.
Tune in.
Tune in.
He said a little spicy.
From Big Herm to Big Mike with the great forecast. Mike Stone, we're going to save you a little bit of this tilapia, my man.
And I found your cork.
Hey,
So I made it all the way across the studio.
don't touch my cork.
No.
I will
no.
stay 50 feet away at all times, I promise.